Welcome back to the trail with Mushy the Cowboy Cook. Today we're going to cook a ham and cheese quiche. We're going to do a little different though. We're going to grill the ham. Let's get into it. Alright, this dish has a number of moving parts. Let's get this ham on the grill. Now this is a smoked ham steak, but what I want to do is introduce some smokiness to the dish. While I'm grilling the ham, I've got my Dutch oven over to the side of the fire heating up a little bit. Now we talk about preheating your Dutch oven. The reason why you preheat it, now we don't mean if you want 350 degrees to heat it up to 350 degrees. You just want to add some heat to it. Because especially like during the winter, if it's 10 degrees outside, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, that metal is going to be 10, 20, 30 degrees, whatever the outside temperature is. And whenever you put your food into a cold oven like that, it takes a while for the cast iron to heat up. And it might be 20-30 minutes before you really start even cooking, because the metal had to heat up and had to have some time for the heat to come through all the metal and get to the food. I also have a trivet in the Dutch oven, which will bring my pie plate up a little bit to allow air circulation around it. Because if I were to put the pie plate right on the bottom of the Dutch oven, you may get some burning from the hot spots under the Dutch oven. So while this Dutch oven is heating up, I'm going to grill this ham, cut it up, and we'll come back and assemble the quiche. And once I get this heated up, I'm going to pre-bake the crust a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright, I pre-baked the pie crust a little bit. Got my ham all cut up. Got a nice smoky flavor to it. It's about 8 ounces of ham. Got some chopped up mushrooms. Just canned chopped up mushrooms is all it is. About 3 ounces of that. 3 to 4 ounces. Got 5 eggs. Put half a cup of half and half in it. About 6 ounces of cheese. We'll reserve a little bit, put some on at the very end. Now just scramble up the eggs real good with the meat and cheese, with the scramble up the eggs with the half and half, and then pour it over the meat and cheese. I'm going to put some salt and pepper. Not too much salt. Ham has some salt in it, but I do like pepper, especially on my eggs. Get that peppered up real good. Give it a quick whisk. And then just slowly pour this over the toppings, over the fillings, I'll say. Not let the egg and half and half mixture settle in around everything. Give it a second, let it get down into it real good. Now I'll put this back in the Dutch oven and cook it for about 30 minutes. If you're doing it at home, about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Alright, she's done. Let me get her out of the Dutch oven. There you go. I cooked it for about 30 to 40 minutes and the eggs were set. So what I did was, to brown it up on top some, I piled up some more coals on top and cooked that for about 10 minutes or so to brown up the top. Somewhat like broiling it, because you just do top heat only. I took the Dutch oven completely off the heat except for the top and then put some more on top. Alright, so let's cut into this. And I put a little more cheese on top. Like everybody says, cheese pull. There you go. It's going to be hot. Very good. And like this recipe and other ones I do, you can put other things in it. Spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, green, red, yellow peppers. Whatever you want. Saute them a little bit before you throw it in there. Some sauteed onions would be good. Very good. So I want you to try it at home. Doing it this way brings up a little bit of a challenge, and that is cooking something on the grill, which I grilled the ham before I started it. You could do the quiche inside in the oven. So while you pre-bake your crust, you can turn the gas. If you have a gas grill on, that'd be a little quicker. Go outside and put the ham steak on the grill a little bit and just grill it up a little bit like I did, maybe 5-6 minutes on each side, just to give it a little smoke and some grill marks on it, and then finish it up in the oven. But the challenge is cooking outside while you're cooking inside. Perhaps something on the stove, something in the oven, something out on the grill. I started doing that many years ago when I got my first apartment. And I always would challenge myself, see if I could pull the meal together and everything was done at the same time. You know, whatever was supposed to be hot is hot. If you had a salad, keeping that cool. And so what you have to do is, to do that, think backwards. Like the quiche, let's say it takes an hour and a half from when you first start it. You know, cooking the ham, pre-baking the crust, putting it together, putting it back in the oven. And then if you're sauteing some vegetables or cooking some green beans or something, or stovetop potatoes, and then that takes like half an hour. Well, then you know you want to start on the quiche first, and then when you up to about a half hour, 35 minutes or so before the meal, you start the potatoes. So I want you to challenge yourself to do that. And I'm sure most of you do it and don't even think about it. But do you do something outside and inside when you're cooking? All by yourself, not one person outside cooking outside, then another person inside, and then pulling it all together. But just try it by yourself. Cook something outside and something inside and have it ready all at the same time. That's my challenge to you. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this piece of quiche. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video of that ham and cheese with mushroom quiche. I surely did. It reminds me a little bit of the cooking breakfast in a Ziploc bag in that video, because it just all comes together. The meat and the vegetables all mixed together. If you like videos like this, please subscribe, share, like, ring the bell, and Mushy the Cowboy Cook. We'll see you down the trail.